Hey everybody, welcome to another Monster Mondays. This time we have, yes, another SCP box. This time around it is the YCSR10301. Previously I opened the 10201. So this I'm going to be calling the yellow box. The box is pretty cool. It's actually pretty heavy. It's heavier than the previous boxes that I've opened. It's got some fun external art on here. I hope I get this one. But if you watched my the white box, you'll the finale part, the mystery of that card I got is solved, because if you look here, look at this. This is the UR card that I got in the last box, and is like heavily featured on the cover here. That's this guy. I hope that doesn't bode negatively, because that was a crazy special card I got in the last box. I hope I don't get another one and I get a different one. That also doesn't bode well, because maybe this box again has the same cards as the last box. But it does have fun new GR cards that maybe under blacklight would glow. And then it looks like it maintains that, I think it was SHC cards. And then I don't know what the deal is, but this box was like already kind of like, I don't know if it was opened or not, but the plastic was already ripped. So I think customs actually went through these cards. So yeah, the box is actually pretty cool. It's got a kind of like a perforation here. I'm just gonna open it from the top. It makes it a bit easier. It seems like there's 30 cards. I don't know why this feels heavier. Maybe there's more cards per box, per pack. So again, I'm only gonna open up a subset of these for this video, which would be 10. I usually do 3 series, or I usually do 3 parts to these, just to break it up a bit. I hope this box has new cards in it, because I'm getting a little tired of cards from the first box making their way. And so here, this is the crazy UR card that I got, and it does show that again. I don't know what SCP it is. It just says YR001. Anyone knows what that means, let me know. So this is pack 1. Okay, so interesting, the SR cards are right off the bat, and they are from the second series, and they added that weird, that kind of rainbow foil. So already in the dupe land, because these are from the, I think the second box that I've opened. Yep. Oh, look at that. And the R cards, they added this, like, they added a premium feel to these. They've got the sort of lenticular look. Here we go. Here's a new one. A R card, SCP, and okay, so this is from the YCSRW1. So I got some of those in the last box, but they're like in the 50s. So this is SCP-105. Looks like some sort of young girl. Formerly known as Iris Thompson, a female human of European descent. Not sure how old she is. Blonde hair, blue eyes. No out of the ordinary physical characteristics. Normal human. And then she has a Polaroid. When she holds a photograph taken by that Polaroid, it changes from a still image to that of a real-time image of the location. You can reach through the photograph and manipulate objects. Okay, so it's like a girl that can use a camera to, like, manipulate other places. That's interesting. And this one I got already, it's that weird eyeball. While I like the crazy colors, I guess not in the, it's just kind of hard to make out the card. There we go. Is this the set with the crazy kind of like cartoony art? So what is this strange, crazy monkey? It's like from Dexter's Laboratory or something. SCP-963. Okay, no, it is this amulet. Ornate amulet made of white gold with 13 brilliant cut diamonds surrounding a oval cut ruby in a starburst pattern. It was discovered in the personal effects of somebody who has been found by suicide, surrounded by a bunch of supernatural books. Okay, here we go. Any living anthropoid comes into direct skin contact with this. The mind of the subject is wiped, and some Dr. Bright is projected. There's a lot more here. Well, not a lot more, but more to dive into. So it's like a weird occult amulet. I mean, at least we're getting some new cards here. So this is new, another cartoony art style, SCP-811. Let's see, human female with disproportionately long and thin limbs with a bloated abdominal region. Skin has slightly abrasive properties, is a mottled green color. Oh, okay, I think I opened this one. Yeah, it's the like Mother Nature type of lady. So it has like some weird mucus. So yeah, check out, I think it's my first unboxing of this, has the other card of that. All right, pack 2. Here we go. Yeah, this has some new cards, so that's cool. Yeah, this must be more of the YCSRW series, so I'm getting more of the lower number. So that's good to know that this box has that series. And this is, and looks like we're starting off with the rare cards right off the bat. And this art's actually really cool. SCP-73. Yeah, heavily tanned male of Arabic or Middle Eastern descent. Yeah, it's Cain. So it's like the pestilence guy. So again, it's a little disappointing that I'm getting a lot of like new art, but same SCP. It's like there's tons of SCPs. Let's diversify here. All right, next up, we've got SCP-1703, and that's a new one. So that's a treat that this box has new R and SR cards. So this is 1703. Looks kind of like a weird corporate statue. Okay, this is, yeah, it's like the art doesn't match this time around. Similar appearance to a lit 60-watt incandescent light bulb. Recovered from the wreckage of something Cold Spring Fitness Center. It's not a light bulb. Lacks any visible filament. Access to electricity, has no observable effect. Source of its glow is a walnut-shaped core. What is this thing? This thing. Anomalous effect acts on most solid and opaque objects illuminated directly by its visible light for 3 minutes 13 seconds. Materials transparent to visible light seem to be immune. Objects caught in the flash lose gravity and then eventually leave Earth's atmosphere. So it's like a light bulb that gives objects anti-grav. Okay. And next up, we've got this guy, 408, Butterfly Man. Not Butterfly Man, but just Butterfly. So large mass of Lepidoptera, zebra butterflies when not camouflaged. Acts as a single entity at all times. Speculated to be form of a hive mind. When inactive, they'll take on the color pattern, even texture of immediate surroundings. So they're like they're like camouflaging up to this guy. When threatened, they take the form of a number of threatening creatures like a T-Rex. Okay. Possesses the ability to communicate and reason, and the ability to manipulate its colors into words. Okay, so it's like really cool camo and morphing sort of appearance butterflies. All right, next up, we've got another new one. Looks like it is SCP-388. Looks like some sort of like ramen spoon, or no, it's like a frisbee. All right, yeah, foldable nylon frisbee given away as promo material. That's probably what looks like. It says banana boat on the art here. Yeah, bearing the logo of Banana Boat suntan lotion. Immune to damage, can withstand bullets, acid, temperatures. It's like a normal frisbee. When thrown by a human, travels normal. After 3 meters, it begins glowing bright white and accelerates until its velocity reaches an unknown speed. And then it'll slice through matter. Okay, that's cool. It's like a crazy frisbee. And then the last 2 cards of this pack are dupes from previous boxes. On to pack 3. So this is a good set. It's got new common cards, so that's good. Glad to see that. And then I got a dupe. I got this card in one of my, I think the second box I opened, and then this is a new one. New art card. That's weird. I only got, oh, okay. All right. It's kind of hard to make out because of the shininess, but this is SCP-1678. Looks like it might be some sort of courtyard. Okay. Oh, well, full scale mirror image reconstruction of the British city of London. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the like egg-ish shape building. That's 1 kilometer underneath the city. Currently only the Hyde Park district of this place has been explored. Believed to be constructed instantaneously by unknown means. Let's see, believed to be constructed with the intent to harbor the survivors of an XK class end of world event. This is evidenced by an audio recording that will activate and play upon any person entering the city. So, and there's actually audio transcripts, so there's more online. So yeah, this is like some mirror universe of London. Interesting. Next up we have this. This is a dupe. It's like a red key. I think it opens every lock. This weird chicken, the amulet, the Mother Nature girl, and I got a new SSR card. So that's cool. It looks like a moray eel. Gotta love the stamping. And it is SCP 3000. There we go. Awesome. Weird, like when I went to the wiki, it threw up a weird like access denied thing. Yeah, massive aquatic serpentine entity resembling a moray eel. Length is impossible to determine, but could be 600 to 900 kilometers. Typically sedentary. Majority of his body is located in and around the Ganges fan. Not sure what that is. Is that the Ganges River? Carnivorous, despite it being sedentary. So if you look at it, may cause severe mental alterations in viewers. Head pain, paranoia, fear, panic, memory loss. Yada, yada, yada. That would make sense. This thing's would be pretty scary. So yeah, giant sea serpent. All right, pack 4. Alrighty, new SR. SCP 5552. Some sort of weird energy field. And shout out to that artist. Let's see. That is a Wendell conduit, described in A Comprehensive Theory on Bidirectional Temporal Travel. The Wendell conduit operates in a similar in a similar manner to closed time-like curvatures conjectured by Gödel. Instead of operating like a wormhole, which relies on an immense amount of energy, this are open and sustained through the vibration of Wienian particles. Wienian particles vibrate in accordance to an atom's wilt. Okay, so some sort of like wormhole. Not sure what's going on with this art, but that's cool. This one's a dupe from before, and a new one here. Some weird critters. SCP-5033. Looks like scary, like faceless sheep. Okay, it is a Valis black-nosed sheep. When stressed, it will go into a 533 Igusha event. During this event, they'll detonate with the equivalent that of a kilogram of TNT every 10 seconds. They're unaffected. Upon significant relaxation, the event will conclude. So these are self-detonating sheep. Not sure why they're called safe, but just don't irritate them. And looks like the rest of these are dupes from previous boxes. All right, on to pack 5. So far, we've got some interesting SCPs, so this is going to be a little bit longer video than the last few have been, potentially, because I'm getting a bunch of dupes now. And this one looks new. Some sort of creepy telephone sheep. This looks kind of like CG from the 90s, that telephone. And it is 1498. Well, on to the sheep ones. This is a collection of 30 autonomous bundles of phone cords and handsets, assembled in such a way that they resemble sheep. Fully ambulatory and will wander their containment chambers aimlessly. The words "make your own custom dreamscapes with your friends at the Oniri Collective" are printed on each instance. If a sapient organism intends to use one of the phones, they will hear 3 rings, followed by a voice identifying themselves as the operator for the Oniri Collective. Instruct the subject on various options they have for dreaming and make suggestions for enhanced dreaming experiences. Following the completion of this call, the subject will lose consciousness for 9 hours. When they regain consciousness, they will claim to have experienced the dream they ordered. Repeat exposure to this may change their body and mental state. They want to sleep. You basically kind of get addicted to sleep. And then a rotary phone will appear on your head. There's a few other items here, but that's interesting. It's kind of like that's a fun one. And further dupes. But I did get a new SSR card. See, this is normally how it goes with these sort of boxes. I get SSR cards every once in a while. And this looks like that one's interesting. It is SCP-4971 upside down triangle. And that's listed here. This is a very cool art. Looks like a giant headless reindeer. Space-time anomaly existing within the former Southwood Park Mall in Havensbrook, Indiana. Not sure where the mall is. The internal topography is that of a vast, mostly arboreal landscape, so that's all the trees. Under a nearly perpetually setting sun, which after 12 hours returns to its setting position. Much of the native flora bears a similar appearance to species found in the Yukon or Pacific Northwest. Has several hostile anomaly entities, can be managed with the right light arms fire. Okay, so yeah, there's a bunch of other information here. Yeah, definitely look this one up. There's some fun info. All right, pack 6. So far, I'm liking this box. Definitely a refresher from the last few. Just with all the different new SR and R cards. And some funky art. Look at that thing. SCP-956. It's funny, the art actually makes sense this time. It's a common pinata, resembling an unknown quadruped. It's similar to paper mache, but it's constructed of various amounts of glue, unknown materials, sugar, and unidentified fur and human tissue. Highly resistant to any source of bludgeoning damage, large amounts of crushing force showing no damage. Gunfire, heat, and flame have shown to be effective. Usually in a passive state, no signs of locomotion. Enters active state when a human under the age of 12 enters within 5 meters. The child is then unable to move, holding any stance at the time. The victim is incapable of motion or speech, although it's alive. And then this thing moves towards the victim and bludgeons him or her until the torso ruptures. And then the victim's body discharges a pile of unmarked candy. Wow. There's a bunch of other information, but yeah, it turns turns humans into piñatas. I don't understand this safe part, but yeah, weirdo. Here we go. This is newer. What is this? SCP-1631 La Vie en Rose. All right. Is it like looks like a parking garage and there's like hovering dudes. Looks kind of like the video game Control. Yeah, okay. Phenomenon that causes crystalline flower growths to appear on certain grave markers in the country of Denmark. What? Well, I don't know what's going on with the art. It doesn't make sense. Maybe there's some more information in here, but it's like crystals and stuff. I don't know. Moving right along. The rest, I don't know, there's some new ones, so these are dupes. I think I realized why, I don't know, the packs seem about the same amount of cards. So, all right, moving along, we've got, this one's new. It is SCP-3371. It looks like some sort of like crystal skull with a weird space entity. Damien Hirst. There's actually a picture of like what looks like a real person on the website. Incorporeal entity bearing heavy resemblance to English contemporary artist Damien Hirst. It's intangible, passing through solid surfaces. Captured after reports centralized within the Tate Modern Art Gallery. So it's like a ghost of this person. I don't know. And last up, this one's cool. SCP-1216RU. Looks sort of like some sort of portal. Okay. Species of peridimal organisms native to extradimensional space adjacent to Lenox, Massachusetts. I don't see where the pyramids are. With some extra-dimensional space. I don't know, maybe there's a Russian version? So it's some sort of like pyramid creature that can make portals. All right, on to pack 7. Whoa, spoiler alert. Let's get started with this one. This is SCP-45011, so 4,511, some sort of smiling pig. What is this? All right. Large mechanical construct located in the basement of the Danforth Meatpacking, a disused meatpacking factory in Chicago. Externally resembles a domestic pig, measuring 15 meters by 25 meters by 20 meters, constructed of iron, which has become heavily oxidized. There's a large blast furnace in constant state of activation. Left flank contains a thin 15 centimeter long slit that, upon certain conditions being met, will print an index card carrying a series of instructions, which is probably like this. Not sure what the there's like a bunch of different things. Like here's a few examples. Like current demand, a flock of my own. Current demand, the metal teeth that endlessly turn. So it's like a bunch of puzzles. That's cool. There's a lot of information on the website, so I'd definitely check it out. It seems fun. All right, next up, we've got some dupes from previous sets and previous packs. Yep, dupes. I hate getting dupes in the same pack. All right, number 8. Sounds like we're getting into the dupe land. All right, that's a new one. SCP-79 what is that, 1B? Looks like a Cray computer. Is that AI card? Yeah, it looks like it. Let's just verify. Yeah, this is an Exity sorcerer microcomputer that's gained sentience, so that was a fun one. Definitely read more about that. And some dupes. I got this in earlier boxes. Further dupes. And this one looks new. SCP-413 looks like a parking garage with anti-gravity. Let's see. 4-story parking garage located in some unknown place. Inside has a variable environment that dynamically alters itself. It can change its internal structure, such as moving ramps, adding floors, changing staircases, and so on. But from the outside, you can't tell that. Appears to interfere with individual's sense of direction. So yeah, it's kind of like a spooky parking garage, and it kind of plays on people's not necessarily fears, but you know, when you park and then you do your thing and you go back in the parking garage, you're like, where's my car? I think that's kind of a take on that, so that's fun. And a dupe of that guy. It's like a gelatinous cube brain thing. All right, penultimate pack number 9. That's a new one. Looks like a evil creature fighting a helicopter. SCP-517. All right, there's a lot here. Apparently, this is a fortune-telling machine. Has a mechanical puppet, an electric candle. Similar to other types of these machines. Top panel is word grandmother predictions. It looks like an elderly woman. No power cords have been severed. Item will energize automatically once an hour. If an individual enters its field of vision, the puppet will turn to face the target, dispense a fortune card, and then cease function. The individual who activated it will become the target of an entity or number of entities who will attack at 1:43 a.m. local time the following morning. Yeah, so the entities or entity appear as a varying number of long, multi-jointed arms, between 10 and 3 dozen. They're corporal, extend indefinitely. They'll try to grab the target. Yeah, so your creepy fortune teller that spawns scary attacking arms. And the, let's see, dupe of these. Yeah. Dupes of all these cards, but I did get a new SSR card. That one's neat. Sort of like a weird facility out in the middle of the ocean. It is SCP-2798. It's neutralized. Okay. Apparently this is an anomalous energy field generated by Earth since 1971. A result of a Foundation project initiated in 1954. Designed to contain SCP-001. Partially successful in ameliorating the effects of SCP-001. However, the intensity of this has been decreasing at a geometric rate since 2005 and expected to fail. Primary effect of this is to disrupt the influence of SCP-001 on Earth and its inhabitants. Believed to interfere with the effects of SCP-001 by causing it to perceive Earth as a singularity living entity. Someone needs to tell me what SCP-001 is. So this is the thing that protects us from it. Very cool. All right, final pack. Pack number 10. Ooh, this one's cool. SCP-3002. That sounds familiar. Some sort of weird lady with a black hole. Sapient mimetic entity capable of and currently attempting to create a MK-class end-of-world scenario. Doesn't have a definitive form. Resides in any information or memory to which it has access. While within a person's mind, they're capable of mimicking, altering, and removing their memories. So someone, it's a she, takes over victims. Extremely hostile. Seems to be searching for any personnel involved with Project Lethe and Site E, an undocumented Foundation research facility located in Uzansky National Park. Capable of spreading between people through exchange of information. She can mimic any information. Very adept. So, like, something that infects information and can take over other people and trying to end the world. All right. And the rest of these look to be duplicates. Yep. That's unfortunate. All right, so far so good. I like that this set has a new slew of R and SR and SSR cards. It's good to get a new crop of SCPs as well. So thanks for commenting on these videos. Please like, subscribe. Let me know which SCP was your favorite of this part 1, and I'll see you on part 2. Thanks, everybody.